New York for the better part of last year. If you bought a stock, almost any stock after March, it went up. But now the bull market is starting to fracture, with more than 20% of the S&P down on the year. The question is, if we're headed for a stock picker's market, what are two ways to make money right now? Hilary Kramer manages $500 million for A&G Capital. She also writes for Game Changer for you, aren't there? Is it undervalued as a stock? And importantly, is there a catalyst for that to change near term?
That's absolutely right. That's how I do it. It's about finding undervalued stocks in a market that's overextended like this one is. So one of the companies that I own is Super Media. It's SPMD. This is an undervalued stock, unknown, under the radar, because it came out of bankruptcy in January 2010. It used to be known as iDirk, in matter of fact. So this is a company... Yes, well, they publish Yellow Pages, but they're also internet-based too. But they are super undervalued. 2.5 times cash flow they're trading. The PE is 4, and they're going to do $2.1 billion in sales. But what I like best about Super Media is the largest shareholder is John Paulson. And as a manager of money, I always want to know what John Paulson owns. And being the largest shareholder...
How much money do you think they can make on this?
I think easily it's 25% upside. So you're clearly talking about 50, but over the long term, much more than that, as they really initiate more sales on the internet-based electronic part of publishing. And remember, the street hasn't bought it. No one even covers.
Well, you know, this is a kind of company that we think of as a melting ice cube, as I'm sure you're aware. And so when I think about and so I've been burned buying melting ice cubes. So why is this different than that?
Because you have 10% growth coming from the internet-based, these superpages.com, superpages.com. Well, that's already built into the stock. It's already... Certainly the revenue is going to drop, the cash flow this year, but I really have a lot of faith in the management that they're going to bring up the electronic part, internet-based.
Stock, if you would. Give me
okay, absolutely. Dendrian, DNDN. I love Dendrian. I have a position in Dendrian. I believe Dendrian is a triple in the next 18 months, absolutely. And this quarter alone, we're going to see Dendrian at the very least be up above $50. Dendrian is a biotech company that has a prostate cancer vaccine that's due to be decided upon by the FDA around May 1st. Now, if this is approved, which I believe it will, it's a second round for Dendrian, then this stock is going to fly, and every company that's in the biotech space is going to want to partner with them or acquire Dendrian. It's a blockbuster drug, Provenge, which is what they're waiting
exactly right.
to be
Provenge, I think just like she's saying, you wait just a little bit. I mean, you could buy it right here. I'm waiting for a little bit of a pullback before that FDA trial, before the FDA results. And when that thing comes, I do think the stock could see the 40s pretty easily.
Fool in the room again. Isn't there a big if there?
No, because it's already
not now.
It's got efficacy proof with the FDA.
Right.
It's also been safety certified by the FDA. So this is really not a foregone conclusion, but now it'll finally come to market rather than just being used in compassionate use.
The key here is it extends life by 4 months. Placebos versus Provenge show 40% more survival rate. Okay. And there's no way that the FDA is going to turn down a stock that's combinable with every other drug.
I think what you have to stop doing is try and take Timmy's title. That's Timmy's title, the fool in the room.
Ambassador, come on.
No, he's the fool in the room.
Thank you, Simon. Ladies and gentlemen, here I am, throwing the joke back at him, and he's complimenting me.
Hilary,
now I feel
thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hilary Kramer there. So, who is also, we should say, is also the author of Ahead of the Curve. And she'll be back with 2 more trades later in the week.
That's right.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, time for pops and drops, the movers you may have missed today. Let's kick off with a pop for chip name Cree. Up 10%, Joe.
Love this name. Energy efficiency. We talked about it on Fast Money Halftime today. If you're long the stock, you stay